You said on direct examination that you're an actress, correct?
That is true.
However, lately in your career, you kind of hit rock bottom, haven't you?
It was this awkward thing with Hurricane Katrina.
Miss Grace, I'm not asking you why. I'm just asking you if you had hit rock bottom.
Oh,
so just
sorry,
try and
of
follow my
course.
questions. You had hit rock bottom, hadn't you?
Yes, that's true. I was very upset by that.
You had hit rock bottom in your career and financially.
At that point, but just a little snag along the road to stardom.
It was because of some comments that you made about Hurricane Katrina, right?
Yes, as I was saying earlier.
And you made those comments because you don't speak out for anyone unless you're getting paid. Isn't that correct?
Yes, in that context when I'm on the red carpet.
All right, now I'd like to talk about Jackie Owens. You said you know Jackie Owens.
Yes, I do.
In fact, Jackie Owens is your best friend in the movie industry, isn't she?
I'd say that.
And your best friend was the one who offered you a job, right?
Jackie Owens as owner of Trifecta. In that professional capacity, yes, she did.
So your best friend threw you a life preserver, didn't she?
I would say that, actually.
I'm sorry, did you say you would say that?
Yes, I would.
Okay, so your best friend saved your career.
Sure.
Is that a yes?
Yes, counselor.
Now, you owe your best friend a lot, don't you?
Well, I'd say that for that little bit in the helping with my career, sure I owed her, but I mean, in all honesty, Jackie got a lot too. I mean, I was in her movies, and that was a great thing.
I'd like to talk about the night of June 16th. You remember that night, don't you?
Yes, I do.
And that was a Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, could you please say yes or no for the record?
Oh, sorry. Yes, that was a yes.
Okay. You usually have dinner out with your best friend, don't you?
Well, ever since the paparazzi was getting all honest, we didn't want to do it that night.
That's also the same night that a man was murdered.
Oh, Jacob Bennett.
Objection, Your Honor. Assuming facts on evidence that Jacob Bennett was in fact murdered.
Your Honor, I believe that it is an evidence that he was murdered. We've shown testimony from experts that he was murdered, that he was shot in the chest.
Maybe, Your Honor, this is a fundamental issue in this case, assuming that it's murdered and a question is inappropriate. It's assuming facts, not evidence, and counsel should rephrase.
Counsel, rephrase and you may ask a question.
Now, this Monday was the first night, or excuse me, this Monday was the same night that that Jacob Bennett was supposedly killed.
Yes, it was.
And this is also the first night that you didn't go out to dinner.
Yes,
Instead, you had dinner at your home.
that's correct.
And in preparation for this dinner, on the same night that Jacob Bennett was supposedly killed, you sent home your maid,
Yes, I did.
you sent home your servant,
Yes.
and in preparation for the dinner, you sent home your chef.
We wanted some alone time.
You didn't want anyone else there to see you two, did you?
Not in that capacity, no.
Okay. So you had to cook the meal yourself.
Yes, I did. I was so excited to show my Jackie what I could do for her.
It's because you don't usually cook, right?
No, I don't. I normally have a cook.
So this was a special occasion for you.
It was not really a special occasion, I'd say.
Okay. You cooked a 5-course meal that night, didn't you?
Yes,
And it took you all afternoon.
that's correct.
However, when the police came to ask you about that night, you couldn't remember what this 5-course meal that took you all afternoon to make was.
No, I couldn't. I mean, it had been several days, and let's just say Jackie brought over 2 bottles of wine.
Do you remember what that wine was?
Yeah, it was an Australian Shiraz.
And you'd never tried that wine before, had you?
I don't believe that I had.
So, let me see if I understand this. On the night that you sent everyone home, and it was just you and your best friend, you couldn't remember the 5-course meal that took you all afternoon to make. However, you could remember the wine that you had never tried before. Is that right?
That
Objection, Your
is.
Honor. Compound question.
The witness may answer the question.
Well, as you in fact stated, it was a new wine, and after I tried it, I absolutely loved it. And I wanted to tell Johnny, that's my cook, to go get some from my place.
Okay.
But yeah, that meal, since I don't cook that often, I just pulled out a recipe online.
Alright. You also said that your best friend was wearing a yellow sweater that night.
Yes.
So once again, you can remember the sweater that your best friend was wearing, but you can't remember the 5-course meal that took you all afternoon to cook.
That's true. Trust me, in my line of business, fashion is much more important than anything we put in our stomachs when we even do.
Okay. The police questioned you on June 21st, didn't they?
I believe that's correct.
And 2 days later, your best friend, who you testified on, or who you are right now testifying on behalf of, offered you an upcoming role, didn't they?
Yes.
Didn't she? And that's in a new movie,
Yes, it is.
and you'll be the star of this movie.
I will. I've proven that I'm the best actress that Trifecta has.
And so it's kind of like you said earlier, that you don't testify for anyone unless you're getting paid.
Objection,
right?
Your Honor. Argumentative.
Your Honor, this is cross-examination.
The witness may answer the question.
It's like you said earlier, you don't testify for anyone unless you're getting paid.
Not on the red carpet, that's what I told you, that Katrina thing. That was when I was in my professional capacity as an actress.
Thank you, Ms. Chris.
Your Honor,